One of the most influential and well-known rappers to have ever graced the business was Tupac Shakur, a legendary figure in the world of rap music. Even though he only recorded 4 albums in his lifetime, his influence on the genre is still unmatched. Although the official version claims that he was tragically shot and killed in 1996, the details of his death are still unknown. Speculation among fans who genuinely believe Tupac may have staged his death to escape the bitter and violent competition between the East Coast and West Coast rap scenes, or even to find relief from the pressures of fame, has been sparked by this mystery. Today we set out to investigate the many angles of this fascinating question. Is Tupac still alive? Let's carefully consider the evidence beginning at our fingertips as we explore this exciting topic. It is essential to go back and review the established narrative before exploring the hypotheses that argue Tupac is still alive. Official records indicate that Tupac was in Las Vegas on 7 September 1996. The city is crucial in the context of death row records. Following a boxing battle at MGM Grand, a heated argument broke out between Tupac and Suge Knight. Before hotel security intervened, a physical fight between them occurred. That was, of course, between Tupac and his crew and a Southside Crips member. After the incident, Tupac and Suge returned to the Luxor Hotel to change their attire before setting off in Suge's BMW towards a nightclub owned by the latter in the vicinity. However, their trip was cut short at about 11 p.m. when the police stopped them. Loud music and the absence of license plates on the car prompted the stop. They resumed their intended path when Suge quickly removed the license plates from the car's trunk and attached them. A sad occurrence occurred on the unlucky day of Friday, 13 September, when Tupac reportedly passed away from a heart attack after having his right lung surgically removed. Many believe the authorities showed insufficient commitment to catching the person who attacked because the circumstances behind this tragic tragedy are still unknown. After hearing the sad news of Tupac's death, passionate supporters immediately began associating with the bitter East Coast-West Coast rivalry, of course, finally accusing the notorious rapper Biggie. The idea was sparked by an earlier event in which Tupac went to a studio in Manhattan to record a verse. As luck would have it, he was ambushed in the studio lobby by 3 men who coldly fired 5 rounds at him and stole his expensive jewelry before fleeing the scene. By coincidence, Biggie and his group happened to be in the same studio at that particular time. Despite Biggie's insistence that the encounter was accidental, of course it seemed very accidental, speculation about his involvement persisted when it was revealed that Tupac had passed away. Many hypotheses that Tupac might still be alive have developed and gained traction, although Marion's Suge Knight, who was around Tupac when the incident occurred, has made similar claims. He voiced uncertainty regarding Tupac's passing in a candid interview. When Tupac died, if he did, that is, if he went away, what do you mean by that? The interviewer questioned. Suge Knight replied, "I mean, me and Parker," referring to Tupac, "were laughing and joking when I left that hospital. Therefore, do you genuinely believe that he could still be alive?" asked the interviewer. The enigmatic response from Suge Knight was, "I'm telling you, this is Pac we're talking about. You can be sure." On Instagram, the son of Suge Knight stated in 2018 that Tupac was still alive and well in Malaysia. He posted pictures with Tupac and celebrities and published texts that contained threats. Given his relationship with Suge Knight, some thought it was a publicity stunt, while others found it fascinating. Suge Knight allegedly told TMZ in 2014 that Tupac wasn't dead, but rather was hiding. This claim sparked much discussion. However, 6 months later, Suge Knight became a victim of a shooting at a nightclub, prompting many to speculate that his earlier TMZ appearance might have made some bearing on the occurrence. Suge Knight is not only the person who believes Tupac will live on. Rapper Treats claimed to have run upon Tupac in Cuba in 2010. Asada Shakur, Tupac's aunt, has been a resident of Cuba since 1984 and supports Tupac's continued presence there. A picture reportedly of Tupac and Rihanna in Cuba furthers the claim. The theory has gained prominence thanks to references made by Eminem and Kendrick Lamar in songs. The rumors were straightened out, of course, when a website called Hollaback Exclusive posted a video reportedly showing Tupac slowly unwinding with his Outlaws teammates in a Cuban parking lot. In the opening moments of the video, a person says the following: "I recently moved from LA to Philadelphia. I have some exciting news to share. Tupac is still around. I just saw him in the studio and he even dissed Eminem for his latest album." Jermaine Dare was also mentioned, possibly referring to Janet Jackson. There's a lot going on, so let's keep it quiet for now. Check out the exclusive footage on Molly Mason's channel. They even captured a moment with Tupac's mother, who unfortunately is currently homeless. Stay tuned for more updates. Hollaback exclusive, baby. The camera sweeps across a crowd of people gathered in the parking lot in the clip that is currently accessible. Though it's difficult to tell due to the poor quality of the video, there is suspicion that one of them might be Tupac. Later, another video from Cuba showed Suge Knight conversing with a person resembling Tupac leaked online. However, only the person's sighted back are visible. This footage was from a movie shoot which was discovered years later, adding to the uncertainty. In 2012, Suge Knight also discussed the ambiguous circumstances surrounding Tupac's death in a radio interview. Many people believe that you were involved with the murder of Tupac Shakur. How does it make you feel when people talk about it? The interviewer asked. Suge Knight responded, "You know, a lot of people say, well, God's going to judge me. I have a 45-inch bullet from that incident in my head, in my skull. The truth is, I grabbed Tupac and pulled him down. That's what happened." He continued, "The second part of it is this. People know what happened at the end of the day. There's an individual who claims to have witnessed the shooting. They say, okay, Puffy was there, Biggie was there, and he was already paid to kill Tupac. This is how they say it happened." Breaking down all the details, Suge Knight pondered. Now, people might ask, if this person confessed to being a former hitman and admitted to killing Tupac, why didn't he go to jail for murder? Maybe the question is, was Tupac not dead? Is he somewhere else? It's a whole different perspective if you think about it. He raised doubts, saying nobody saw Tupac dead. The person who supposedly cremated Tupac, as his mother wanted it done quickly, received about $3 million in cash from me, and then I never heard from the guy or saw him again. Despite being classified as a thin man weighing about 160 pounds, Tupac's recorded weight of 215 pounds is an interesting fact surrounding his passing. The coroner's retirement and the allegation that Suge Knight gave him $3 million add to the mystery. These facts, however, are merely hearsay and do not constitute solid evidence. However, Rick Boss claims that Tupac staged his demise and left Las Vegas in a helicopter. Boss claims that Tupac plotted his escape because he knew someone would hurt him. Boss is working on a movie based on his theory in which Tupac seeks refuge in New Mexico with the Navajo people. A fascinating hypothesis about Tupac holds that he controlled his destiny and left clues for his fans to find. One telling sign is that he chose the name Machiavelli, which was influenced by Tupac's admiration for Italian philosopher Niccolò Machiavelli. His song, Trading War Stories, shouts out to Machiavelli and uses the phrase Machiavelli. After Tupac's alleged death, an album titled, The Dawn Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory, was released under the name Machiavelli. The album cover depicted Tupac crucified on a cross, symbolizing his supposed death by crucifixion. Notably, the executive producer listed was Simon, referring Simon Peter, the first apostle to witness Jesus' resurrection according to Christian beliefs. The symbolism is further reinforced in the Hail Mary music video where Tupac appears to come back to life and conquer his adversaries. Furthermore, fans speculated that Tupac embedded hidden messages in his lyrics. In the song I Ain't Mad At Ya, he dismisses rumors of his violent death, mentioning dramatized pictures of his supposed demise and how someone distorted the truth. In the outro of Better Days, he repeats a word with a possible more profound meaning. Due to the intriguing details surrounding his reported death, the possibility of Tupac's survival is still an emotive issue. Speculation is allowed because there isn't enough solid proof and the situation is inconsistent. While his supporters wish for him to return, it is more possible that if he pretended to die, he would remain anonymous. Conspiracy theories are sparked by and continue to captivate people by the mysteries surrounding Tupac's demise. In conclusion, although some exciting hints and discrepancies suggest Tupac is still alive, more solid evidence must be fully proved. Tupac is still remembered as a legendary rapper, and his impact on the music business has endured. Fans continue to search his life and work for hidden meanings, which shows the ongoing appeal of his art and the rumors surrounding his future. Whether Tupac is alive or not, his effect on hip-hop culture is still felt.